Hello, I'm going to do a quick little lesson on saxophone tuning and saxophone voicing. We'll go ahead and start with saxophone tuning, as that feels like the first place we should start off at. The first thing you're going to want to do is when you tune your saxophone, you tune to concert A. It's just kind of, I think, the standard on how you do it. And all of your tuning is going to be based off your mouthpiece position. If you are flat, you're going to want to push in because that's going to make the saxophone sharper as a whole. And likewise, if you're flat or if you're sharp, you're going to want to pull it out to make it flatter just to get yourself in tune. So the spacing on your mouthpiece on the cork is going to be what you're going to be moving around when you're tuning the saxophone. Another thing to think about is the temperature in the room that you're playing in. I believe saxophones were made to be played at 72 degrees, which is very, very specific. So if it's colder than that, it's going to be flatter. If it's hotter than that, it's going to be sharper. So just keep in mind that it's not always going to be consistent. It's going to change every time you tune. So some people will put a little mark on the saxophone. I would advise against that just because temperature changes and all that are going to affect your in-tuneness. The second thing we talk about today is saxophone voicing. And saxophone voicing is the shape of your throat as you're playing and as you're blowing into the instrument. One thing you can do to practice voicing is you can play a note on the saxophone, say a G for example, and using just your throat, opening and closing it, you go up or down a half step. And I believe this is called a Remington, and this is a good way to practice your voicing exercises, as it'll give you the ability to sort of bend the pitch, for lack of a better word. And that's your voicing basically. It's another way to like tune if you're slightly off on a note, or saxophone does have tendencies to be flat or sharp on certain notes, and you can sort of make those adjustments internally with your throat as you play them to keep yourself more in tune than you would if you weren't doing anything at all. And that's my lesson. Thank you. This is the excerpt 83. E major. D major. A major.